About 1.4 million citizens across various locations, including schools and public places, are said to have been displaced, and over 6,000 people sustaining various levels of injuries in Gaza following the war currently ongoing between Hamas and Israel. Addressing newsmen in Abuja yesterday, the Palestinian ambassador to Nigeria, Abdallah Shawish, lamented the unprecedented support from some Western leaders for what he described as ongoing genocide, criticizing their unbalanced language in commenting on the war.
It is a wake-up call, accepting the trampling of the international law, violating the UN Charter, and turning back to the current massacres, conducting against the innocent Palestinian people. This means that your countries might be on the lines very soon. We all should remember that who is standing with Israeli occupation today is the classical imperialism and colonialism that many of you suffered from, and they supporting them, I mean the Israeli occupation, using the assets and the wealth they have accumulated over decades of stealing from your countries. The applicability of the international law should not be selective. The hypocrisy and double standard will be entrenching the rift between the countries and inside the countries itself. The military solutions did not work on the past and will not work ever.
And expressing concern over Israeli Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir's campaign to contribute weapons to Jewish settlers in the West Bank, the ambassador warned of potential escalation in crimes against Palestinians.
Just I would like to say that the Western country is trying to mention some more of the hypocrisy about the humanitarian aid, just to to throw the ash on the ice. But again, Gaza in a very deep need to hundreds of trucks to the humanitarian aid, water, electricity, generator electricity, hygiene, medical supply, and all of this stuff. Some of the hospital went out of service because of the shortage of the supply, and the United Nations itself is mentioning that they will go out of services due to the lack of the fuel for their war. We, the Palestinians, have only that way. You will not hear us except saying one word: international law. We have one more, one song, one time. International law, the applicability of the international law, the applicability of the UN resolution, the treating Israel as a country not above the international law, treating Israel likewise any other country in the world. Tackling the issue, tackling the root of the issue, not the symptom. We cannot accept that to start measuring the history, the whole entire history as if it is started just like October 7th. This is the main issue. If we put our hands in the root, likewise, what did Mr. Guterres yesterday did, this means that we are starting the permanent solution for this crisis. Also, the justice itself is very needed in this war. This is the only way, or the only word that I can mention it. Of course, this will happen when we sit together to the negotiation table, and we used to be ready, and we are ready, and will continue to be ready to sit to the negotiation table.
The ambassador further asserted the Palestinian people's full rights to self-determination and fundamental human rights, emphasizing the denial of this right by Israel and its Western supporters.